Hello everybody, this is Brett here, and I wish to discuss the 340 cipher that I have found something that I saw. This is the Exorcist letter, and I noticed something connected to this cipher. So David Aranchak and company, they solved the 340 in three parts. That the top part, the second part worked a bit differently, that they put life is for it to work down to here. And so I wondered what happened if you solved the 340 exactly the same way, the top and the third, top third and the second third. That was my question. And so I painstakingly redid the cipher manually. I had the solution here for the top third, and then I copied it from here, and this is what I come to. And then I saw this word appear, and I speculated it would appear. And so this is it here. This is the last four lines, and this is where I was looking at. Also, another thing I was looking at is where would those keys appear in the 340. So I put them in the orange. So this is life is how they would appear if the top third replicated the second third. That's where they would appear. And this is another interesting thing I've got to get to, is these are the errors in the bottom of the 340, and is it a bit odd that these go in a line like that as well? So here we go. So not only that life is would go like this, and the errors go like this. So what about that, for example? But that's not my discovery. And so I just wanted to know what they had, and I did it. David did this as well. So this is on his channel, and I've got mine. So this is mine here, and it's identical to David's here. And so I wanted to look here. So, and this is the life is part here. Look at this. We've got the word early. So it'd be like 6 keys, technically, but you got the word early enagrammed. And ironically, if you go to the Exorcist letter here, look what we got here, male early in the day. And so what are the odds of the only part that, with the cipher, that you, like David put the, that section down there, so it worked. But if you replicated the top bit, now you're getting early. And of course I'm referencing my best friend, and not my best friend, but Earl Van Best being the Zodiac. And I have got no doubt he is. He's the worst suspect, but I have found his name multiple times, like 16 times in both ciphers. And I'm saying, no way, this guy has to be Zodiac for more than just those reasons. Okay, so I've got some more errors to show. Let's go and look at more errors. So this is another great error here, and I just found this before. So we've got paradises and all. That's how it should be. And ironically, he put an S there. So, but it should be an A. It should be an A there. And so ironically, by chance, once again, if you put the A here, you got an L-shaped Earl. And I want to say that I was the one who found the key to the 340 before David Aranchak and co did with this L shape. I picked it first. David had seen this beforehand, so I showed him on Twitter. And again, I highlighted the Halloween card, and it's got the crossword on the back in this L-shaped, and I said there it was. I speculated, and I was correct. So once again, we got another error here below the word best. So what's the odds again, E best being an error? And as I said again, that the like there's a best wishes writer that sent in the 408 key after 3 days after it got solved, and you had a missing E above the word best there as well. So another error here is here, so it should be slowed down. So why put a error there? So I highlighted the S here, and it's the symbol K. Now let's double check. That's the symbol K. I think it is. Let's double check that. See, I could be wrong. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, this is the symbol K here. So that's the symbol. I'll put it in red. If you can see that, let me make it nice. So that's here. So there's the error there. So double L. So now we've got KI double L for kill. So are these errors? That's the question. Are these errors? And again, and these are two more errors. Dangerous animal. And ironically, once again, these are the errors here. And you got the word boy pattern, which is in both ciphers. I'll show you if you don't know. And by skipping the 4, you get Earl Best again, like BST, and then Earl Best with these anagrammed solved. Because that's the S and an A goes for 2. T upside down R, so T, easy. B, the L, like if you reverse that, B becomes L. So that's L, A, R, Earl Best. Once again, that's why I got no doubt. This guy is the Zodiac. It's everywhere. It's not just one location. It is everywhere. But everybody hates him. Everybody has a big cry over it. So anyhow, yeah. So, and what do I mean if you don't know what I'm showing? The boy pattern. As I found this here. So, once again, this is the boy in the 408. This is the section I was just showing before. It's spelled backwards. That's the BST here. And that's the errors around there somewhere. But this is the 340 boy. And as I said here, he's made this here like that. And then he's done this. Reverse F, symbolic for 14. To create these patterns to look like this, to represent this. So yeah, so that was my find that I thought, and I just knew in my heart. I say, yep, Earl's name's going to appear again, and then I find another Earl. So I'm running out of Earls, and as I like to say to everybody here, the 340 gets solved. As I said, Earl's name appears with the solve keys, and ironically, without the solve keys, is like for starters, is in the junior pivot. Junior pivot. That's what David calls them, pivots. And then, as I said, we got this here, 340 Van Best Junior, bottom line with ZO. As I said here, you add 408 keys here. You got Van Earl, EV Junior. That's where Earl Van Best appears in the literal text. Earl, you put 408 keys here. You get Earl, and then BTS, Earl Best here. Again, you got this one. The yellow is 408 keys, and they look like the Exorcist letter pattern. If you don't know, that these look like the bottom of the Exorcist letter pattern. And Earl went by the name Van. And voila. Where are you here? See, with this here, with this pattern. And then, as I like to show, that in the... Yeah, so because we're sticking on errors. Okay, so here's the 340 error. Another one is the word fan, which is fun. And fun appears in his letters in the 408. So what a strange word to spell wrong. What a strange word to spell wrong. And as I said again, the 408 gets solved. And ZO in the 340 is RA in the solved, and then this is now in the 408, and then you got the word fun, that one, and And if you get the keys, what does fun spell? B-E-S-T with this section here. Why? See, it does. Let me shut all these off. Give it to me now. Just open up and do as you're told. Yeah, so as I said, so here it is. F. So reverse F equals B. Something like that. B equals first F. E equals N. N. S is U. And that T there. So we've got the word fun and best appearing there. And as I said, E, R, L. But you use that as the A because that was A. And the reverse Q, the best wishes key writer, adds values that were never used. And that's the L, the reverse Q, if you know about him. See, this is the best wishes writer. Let's have a look. See, reverse Q at the top here. FKLM. As I said, how do you know that is Zodiac? Because when the 340 arrived 3 months later, one reverse Q had FK symbol L on it, and the other reverse Q had the M, and that was like, to me, that's good enough. Like, you have to be dumb if you think otherwise. Sorry to say that. And yeah, like as I said here, we got by the boy made to look like you, my name. How you, my name appears in. So this is 340 by boy. And then you got the 408 boy. See, why do that to me? You know, do I click it to change pages? No, I don't. Stupid. I'm just going like this. But yeah, so there's my more Earls. And as I said, his name is everywhere. Like, if, for example, this has got, I will not give you my name because, this is the word because in the 408, BEC. As I said, the Halloween card, it tilts the N. So here, if you tilt the Z, you get even after I will not give you my name. And as I said, there's errors around here somewhere, wherever I was before. Let's see if we can find these errors here. So that's the van. And it was around here. We'll have to go back and have a look. Let's have a looky. So where's the E-bet? So it started like that. Okay, let's have a look. So where am I? ZO. Here we go. So something like that. I'm going to double check that again. Wait on, we got it right side by side. So E-bet. So we've got the E. There we go. So it's there. So here. So here. So that's the error right here. So I will not give you my name. And there's a gap. So yeah, whatever, just checking. But yeah, so that was my find. And what else do I have to do? Maybe I've got to do other things. Let's have a look at other things to do. Errors. Yeah, so we'll get these back up. Yeah, so what were the errors? That's the question, you know. So this is the, we'll get David's one. I've got a little tool here. What just got clicked down? This should have been clicked. No, that's been clicked. So that stays on top no matter what. So now I can go like this. So I've got the errors here. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. So S, E, D. Is that how that works? And this one here is... Oh no, that's the life is one. I'm not after the life is one. We're after these ones here. So we've got... So 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, S, V, H. And then over here we've got the RS. And that one, so we've got RS. Maybe I should open that one up in, what do you call that thing? Paint. That's a better idea. So then I can draw on it. Where are you, Paint? Here we are, so now I can do that. Look at that. You have to download something, some type of tool that keeps things on top. So now, but then you can't see, so maybe I need to put this one on top. Let's see if this undoes it. That's good. We'll keep this one on top. Okay, so now we're going to have a quick look and see if we can find anything unusual. Let's have a look. Red zeros. So as I said, ZO. We'll make it red. So we've got RS here. And then on this one here, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So S, V, H. And then the next one is, I'm going from this side, 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're skipping 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. And ironically that goes to the early bit. That's the part. So that goes onto that. Does it? Not supposed to. So that's interesting, isn't it? So that's the life is, but as I said, if you take out life is and do the name, you get Earl appear. Early Earl, like that. SVHR. SVHR. So H is the 8th letter. Earl Van Best. And Judy was born on the 8th of October. The Z13 has got zeros and 8s inside. Yeah, I don't know. So do we see anything here like the others? But it's strange that both of these go like that. And we'll do the life is bit. That doesn't work out. I've done an error here somewhere, but let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So that's life is. So that's correct. That is correct. And then the next one here. This one here. Yeah, this is all correct. And then so I've got the life is. We'll go back to red here. How did that turn grey? So that's where I also speculated the file is. The file. So what do you reckon? See, early Earl. The file is Earl. Instead of life is, it's the file. And yeah, so this is where it's at. It's strange that they all go like this. The errors went like this. When have we had to use this? Don't know. But, and as I said, and this is what it will look like. So that's my good old presentation. The worst presentations on YouTube, of course. Let's do that one here. Let's put a blue square on it. No, we'll do this one. Depends how you want to do it, but you got Earl. The file is Earl. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.